The former war correspondent Clare Hollingworth, who reported the outbreak of the Second World War, has died at the age of 105. She was the first journalist to report on the build-up of German troops on the Polish border in 1939, and she went on to witness some of the most significant events of the 20th century. Our World Affairs editor, John Simpson, knew Clare Hollingworth. He's been looking back at her life and achievements.
This is the national programme from London. Germany has invaded Poland and has bombed many towns.
It was Clare Hollingworth's first story. 3 days earlier, she'd spotted the build-up of German armour ready for the invasion.
I rode along a valley and there was tarpaulin up to prevent you looking down into the valley. And suddenly a gust of wind blew the tarpaulin away from the moorings. And I looked down into the valley and there were scores, if not hundreds, of tanks lined up.
That set the pattern for her long career, scoop after scoop.
Mr. Harold Philby on the right.
It was Clare who broke the news of Kim Philby's defection to Russia, though her newspaper, The Guardian, fearing a libel suit, wouldn't use it at first. In Vietnam, she was a fearless war correspondent.
I'm really passionately interested in war, and if one is passionately interested in war, one can't help like being in it.
Despite her bad eyesight and slight build, she was remarkably tough and used her auntie-ish appearance to great effect. Once in East Berlin, she spotted a brand new Soviet tank. The crew had wandered off, so she clambered onto it and got a look at the speedometer and the petrol gauge. The Russian soldiers came running back, furious, but she said innocently she was just trying to work out how to get back to the west. The next day, her paper led on the new tank's speed and range.
She was enormously admired. She was a pioneer. She led the way for all the tens of thousands of women journalists who are now working all over the world, and especially in wars. And I think she was almost fearless and absolutely dedicated to the business.
Happy birthday, dear Claire.
She remained a journalist into her 90s, and last year in Hong Kong, where she lived, her friends celebrated her 105th birthday. Clare Hollingworth had been a remarkable witness to the entire modern world.
The tributes today to the journalist Clare Hollingworth, who's died at the age of 105.